morning. Happy Labor Day. I almost said Memorial Day. We don't need to go backwards. Happy Labor Day. So, we have some tabata, all legs today. All legs. So, we will go over that momentarily. To start, we are going to just start with some squats. Alright, so you're going to start with your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to come down about chair level, up, driving your hips forward, squeezing your glutes at the top. From there, you're going to go into in-out jump squat. So what that looks like is right here. All right, now modified. If jumping is not in your cards, you're going to step out to a wide squat, step it in, opposite direction. Okay, so that is that. From there, you are going to go into alternating lunges, stepping back into it to help to protect the knee, right? That brings our knee behind our toes. And then you are going to move into a little jump with that. A split jump. So if you have a chair handy, you want to use that for balance, you may. Now if the jump is not in your cards, again, you're just going to stick with alternating lunges. All right, we're going to stick just 30 seconds there before we move on. All right, so find your squat stance a little wider than shoulder width. We will go in 3, 2, 1, begin, down and up, pushing through with those hips, squeezing the glutes at the top. Good. Knees should drive out over the sides of the toes. Good. Gaze is forward. Nice job. We're trying this with my new handy timer today. We'll see how that goes. Good. Keep going. Now we move from here into those in-out squat jumps in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin squat jumps. And your modified again is an in and an out, pretty wide, just like that. All right, keep going. We're gonna toast those legs before we toast them even more in our tabata. Good. Got about 10 seconds, power through it. We move from here into alternating lunges. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alternating lunges. Step back into them. I don't know about you, but my legs are tired already. Good. That's the best part about tabata work, though, is we know we get a good rest. Good. Now from here, we either continue on with these alternating lunges or move into those split jumps. 3, 2, 1. Begin, little hop, and switch. Good. If you're feeling very bouncy, you can just do that jump one side to the next. More power to ya. This is a good way to make sure we keep our lunge form, but with a little dynamic boost there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out. Good. Now as I talk, if you want to go ahead and stretch those quads, you may. So pull that right foot up. Good. Keep it loose. Switch sides as you go. Okay, so you stretch. I'll go over the tabata work. 6 rounds per move. Okay? Now we are going to alternate a full range of motion with a pulse. So we're going to start with calf raises. So surprisingly, calves are one of the more underworked muscles in your body, right? Because we hardly ever isolate them in a movement, okay? So we'll start full range of motion. Again, I have my chair here just in case I decide to get tippy, right? So you go all the way up high onto the balls of your feet and down. You can rock back on those heels a little bit. So we'll do full range of motion into a pulse. So just moving in that top half. All right, heels are not going to touch the floor. So we will do full range of motion, pulse, full range of motion, pulse. 6 rounds there, directly into 6 rounds of squats. So down and up, just like our warm-up, driving our hips forward, squeezing our glutes into a pulse. All right, so we stay low in it. Super important that our knees stay back, so weights in your heels, gaze is forward. And then, after that 6 rounds, you get a break after 2 rounds of cardio. You're right here. All right, now if this is not in your cards and you have a different cardio that you prefer, prefer. In lieu of that, cardio, you can switch up as you please, okay? So 6 rounds, 2 rounds, and then we take a break, and then we go over our next set. So 2 chunks to get through today, all right? So we are gonna start with those calf raises. I want you to hold your core in really tight, because that's gonna help with our balance, all right? We are gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Begin full range of motion, all the way up into the balls of your feet. Maybe rock back on those heels a little bit. Now this is gonna start really easy, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, why are we even doing this move? But trust me, by round 5, you won't be wondering anymore. Good. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, rest. Now your next set that we're going into is that pulse. So you go all the way up, halfway down, all the way up, halfway down. 3, 2, 1, begin all the way up, halfway down. Good. Now I want you to go so high onto the balls of your feet that that is where you feel those calves just clench. You should even feel this up your leg, right into your hamstrings a little bit, into those quads. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, full range of motion is on deck. Rock it back and forth. We'll do a good stretch in between those sets, okay? You've got 3, 2, 1. Begin all the way up, all the way down. A little rock back on your heels. Test your balance, right? If you want to let go of that chair, come up, hold those abs in, gazes forward. Good. Goal today is to just work every aspect of your leg. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Shift that out. You're going again for 6 rounds. 4, 3, to a pulse. 1, begin all the way up, halfway down, all the way up. As high onto the balls of your feet as you can. Channel your inner ballerina, right? Get up there. Good. Nice job. You would think that calves would not be underworked because we use them, right? We walk, we run, all that stuff. We don't do this very often, no. Rest. Rock it back. Good. 1 more round of each of those. Those calves should be tight. You should be feeling that. 3, 2, 1, all the way up, all the way down. Good. And there's so many fun different ways we can do calf raises, right? You can do them in first position with your heels together and your toes apart. We'll bring those in a different workout. Good, get up there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shift that out. Good, now we're seeing, okay, yes, those calves were underworked. 4, 3, 2, pulse, all the way up, halfway down, begin. Good. Now we're only doing this for 6 rounds because the goal is to not give you travel horses. That's the worst way to wake up in the middle of the night when you just get a big knot in your calf. Been there, had that. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shift it out, find your squat stance. No rest in between, right? Just that 10 seconds. All the way up, all the way down. 3, 2, 1, begin, down and up. And I want you to get as many squats in that 20 seconds as you can before we move into that pulse. Good. Driving your hips forward, squeeze those glutes. That squat is done when your glutes are squeezed. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Now you are going to go to the bottom of your squat. Go up an inch, down an inch. So we're finding a bar move here. 3, 2, 1, down, up, and down. Good. Hips back. Woo, tipping over. Gaze, my hips were too far back. Gaze forward. Belly button in. Good. We feel those pulses, eh? 3, 2, 1, rest. Shift that out. Full range of motion is next. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin down, right back up. Good. Inhaling to the bottom of that squat, exhaling to the top. Good. Bigger the exhale, better the move. Good. There has to be science to prove that somewhere. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Pulse is next. Good job. Shift that out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bottom of the squat, up an inch, down an inch. Good. That move stays little. And your muscles, if they start to shake, yes, good. That just means those muscle fibers are breaking down and we're building new, stronger muscles. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, shift that out. Now if your muscles do start to shake, the more we get used to a move, the less they will shake. So the more we do those pulses, less shaking will happen. Ready, set, full range of motion. Begin, down, right back up. Good. Nice job. Now everybody's squat stance is a little different. So if your squat does not look exactly like mine, that is fine. We all have different bone structure, right? So even the angle of our knees might be a little different. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shift it out, you have a pulse, and then we have 2 rounds of cardio, and then we break. 3, 2, 1, sink down, up an inch, down an inch. Good. Stay low. The next set of movements, if you ever have taken a bar class, those are gonna look familiar. Good, get down there, you got it. 3, 2, 1, rest, shake it out, 10 seconds, and then we move into cardio. I'm gonna do those in-out jump squats. Again, cardio is your choice because this is your workout. 3, 2, 1, begin. Now just 40 seconds of cardio to work through. Good. Nice job. If you're feeling crazy and want to whip out some burpees, this is the perfect time. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out, 10-second rest. One more set, just like that. 3, 2, 1, begin. Good. Now if you are doing those squat jumps with me, make sure as you enter the bottom of that squat, the weight is more in your heels. And then we roll through the balls of the feet on that jump. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake it out. Now we are going to stretch those muscles that we just worked, okay? So go ahead and find your chair again. I want you to find a light lunge. You're gonna drive your straight leg heel towards the floor, stretching your calf. Super important for calves. Likely, it's like just like hip flexors, right? Go ahead, switch. If we don't stretch them, they just tighten. And then we're in worse shape than when we started, which is not where we want to be. Good. Go ahead and find a quad stretch, right foot, pull it up. You're gonna pull that knee back, push forward through your hip flexors. Now you have one more chunk of movements. They're a little bit longer. 8 rounds instead of 6. Go ahead, switch sides. And that's only because we have 2 sides to get through. Okay, so our first set of movements in that second chunk is a hip flexor movement, and you're gonna feel it so fast. So we're gonna go all the way up, all the way down, tap your toe, right? You're not gonna disengage. You're gonna go slow up, slow down, tap, right back up. This is where we have a whole new appreciation for the rackets, right? From there, you're gonna pulse. Now what I don't want you to do is disengage everything. I want you to keep your core tight, your torso upright. You're gonna do 4 rounds on one leg, 4 rounds on the next. Next set, you are gonna come here and we're gonna lunge just on that one leg. And then you're gonna pulse. Now notice how my back leg is equally as bent as my front, right? Right there. So you're not pushing with your heel. You're not propelling yourself forward. You are pulling up from the bottom of that lunge. And then, cardio. Just to stay sort of in the same theme, I'm gonna do a little sprinter start. Hop. Okay, so I'll do one side and then the next in that 2 rounds of cardio. So, any cardio though, all right? Anything goes. Find your hip flexor stance. So, let's all start with our right leg raised. We're gonna stand with our weight in our left heel, bend in the knee, abs in, gaze forward. Full range of motion. 3, 2, 1, begin. All the way up, all the way down. Now try to keep your torso as still as possible. With your foot, I want there to either be a hard point in the toe or a hard flex in the foot, and that's gonna help to keep our whole quad engaged. 3, 2, 1, rest. Now in that next 20 seconds, you're gonna take that to parallel, drop it an inch, pull it back up to parallel. 3, 2, 1, begin, parallel, down, back up. Good. Now if you're feeling this and you're standing like glutes, good. More bang for your buck. And that's strictly because the weight is in our heel, it bends in our knee, and that leg is holding our whole body weight right now. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, so you should feel that right in that hip. One more set of full range and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin all the way up. Down, tap that toe. You are not disengaging. Right here, all the way up. Now the Rockettes do this for songs at a time. How, right? How in the world do they do this? Now if your back starts to hurt, you may always take your back to a wall. That's going to help to keep your back really flat. 3, 2, 1, rest, shift that out. We have one more pulse, and then we switch sides. 3, 2, 1, raise to parallel, down, pull it back up. Whew, this is the kicker right here. This gets you. It's that pulse. That full range of motion isn't as bad. You can see my leg dropping, right? The more I do that. Woo, get up there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ow, shift that out. Stand on the right. Weight in the heel, bend in the knee. Same darn thing on your left side. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up, all the way down. Good. Here we go. This leg doesn't know what's coming for it. Feels okay in this first 20 seconds. Good. Nice and slow. Slower down than up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shift that out if you need. Good. Making sure the weight is in the heel of that right leg. 3, 2, 1. Parallel down. Pull it back up. Good. We will be definitely sure to stretch those hip flexors out. No shortening of the hips. That is bad news, bears. Good. Pointer flex in that foot. Work that quad. 3, 2, and 1. Shift it out. You're halfway through that second half. Good. Sweat now. 3, 2, 1. Begin. All the way up. All the way down. Tap. Good. We hardly ever isolate those hip flexors either, right? You typically work them when you're squatting or doing dead bugs or lunges, any of that stuff. You're still going to work the hips, but rarely do we isolate them like this. 3, 2, 1, rest, which is why this feels so stinking hard. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Drop and pull. Drop. Pull abs in. Chest tall, find a good posture. Good. Woo! I feel that in your quad, right? I feel like I'm getting a cramp. Get it up there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, shift that out. Lunges, no rest. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to start with the right leg stepping back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. So you're down, getting that knee as close to the floor as you can. Weight is in the heel of that front foot. Torso's tall, belly button in. So we're working the hamstrings into the glutes here. Again, we're going to stick with this side 4 rounds before we switch. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Shift that out. We move into a pulse next. So you want that knee to almost hover above the ground. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Sink low. Pull up. Good. Chest is tall. This is another move from bar. We have a light grip on our chair. Abs in. Good. Pulling up from the bottom of that lunge. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shift that out. Good. So again, you should feel like you're working every single aspect of your leg. Full range of motion. Same leg. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Down. Back up. Good. Again, if you're feeling bouncy and you want to challenge your balance, that is a good thing to do. We all need to work on that. Good. Inhaling down, exhaling up out of the bottom of that lunge. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Shake that out. Pulsing. Last time on this side. 3, 2, 1. 1, begin, down, pull back up. Good, keep those movements itty-bitty. Good, an inch either direction. Good, you're almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yowza, switch sides, nice. Nice job. Plant the right foot, weight in the heel. Full range of motion, 3, 2, 1, begin, down, step it back. Good. Now, if your knees ache at all, you can always do these a little shallow, more as a tap back, right? You are gonna cater these workouts to fit however your body's feeling. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Full range of motion, shake it out. Pulse, not full range of motion. You just did that. 3, 2, 1, begin. Good. Giving that back knee, if you are able, as close to the ground, as close to a hover as you can. Woo! Good. 2 things I'm not sure ever get easier, burpees and lunges. 3, 2, 1, rest, shake it out, awesome. Full range of motion is next. 3, 2, 1, begin. Good, now the more upright our torso, the more weight is in our heels, the more we're gonna work the hamstrings and the glutes, which is what you want because you already worked those quads in the squats and your hip flexor stance. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. We got that pulse, and then we've got cardio, and then we stretch. 3, 2, 1, begin. Tall chest. Hover that knee, pulling up from the bottom of your lunge. Good. Nice job. 10 seconds left. Now again, that cardio is your choice. I'm going to do those sprinter start hops. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 2 rounds of cardio is all you have left. I'm going to sprinter start hop it. You can stick with me or switch it up. 3, 2, 1. Begin. So those sprinter start hops, if you were doing it with me, the lower we sink, the more you're going to feel it in your glutes. Good. Weight from the heel, and then you're rolling through the ball of your foot. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. 10 seconds, switch sides. We're going to do a good stretch after this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin cardio. Last 20 seconds before we stretch. Good. Always important to stretch when we're done with moves like these so we don't cramp, so our muscles don't get tighter than they were before. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out. Good. Quad stretch again. Woo! Pull that right foot up. Good. Drive that knee back. Push forward through your right hip. Good. Feeling that open. Nice job. Go ahead and switch sides. Left heel up. Pushing forward through your left hip. Knee pulls back. Good. Now we are going to find a deep lunge for our hip flexors. So go ahead and step your right foot back. Left foot forward. Now you are going to drive your right hip crease forwards. Now if you're feeling extra bendy and extra balancy, you may curl your right toes under, raise that knee, and really sit in that hip. Good, you're really going to feel that open. Good, knee down or raised. Good, now we are not going to switch sides quite yet. We're going to shift our weight back into a hamstring stretch. Now the more you flex that left foot, the more you're going to feel that in the back of your leg. Right, so it could go all the way from your ankle all the way up to the bottom of your glute. Good. You can feel that in your calf, the back of your knee. That's a good one. Okay, now we're going to switch that around. So go ahead and plant your left knee, step forward with your right foot, drive forward through that left hip. Good, and again, if you would like, if you're able, raise that left knee and sit in that left hip flexor. Good. Nice job. Hopefully your legs feel worked. Hip to toes. Good. Again, not switching. We're just gonna shift that weight back, flex that foot. Good. Drive that chest towards your leg. Good. Nice job. We're gonna move into glute stretch. One of my favorites. So take a seat on your mat, on your floor. Take your right foot to your left knee. Sit in that figure 4 stretch. So I want you to sort of puff your chest out so you have a little curve in that lumbar spine, and then drive your chest towards your shin. Now you can also do this lying down if you prefer it there. So pick where you feel it the most. Good. Nice job. Okay, go ahead and switch. Plant that right foot, left foot to right knee. Drive the chest out. Good. Nice job. Good. All right, keep it loose today. If it doesn't rain, take a walk. Keep those legs loose so we don't cramp. Nice job. Have an awesome rest of your day, guys. See you on Wednesday.